Hey YouTube, just wanted to check in real quick. No, I've been kind of slow about putting up videos, and I am really putting that on my list to do better for next year. I really want to grow the channel and uh, talk about the things that's going on, and not just in trucking, but in life in general. I've been home since June. Just checking in and questions and things like that. And I wanted to deal with one of them today, particularly because the question was kind of like, am I disappointed, or how am I handling the disappointment of not being able to be on a truck, and because I had so many goals for 2020, as far as the truck, as far in relation to being a truck driver. And when I look at 2020, the things that have happened outside of just me breaking my leg have been so unprecedented that that's like the least of the things that I think we're dealing with as a group, as a people, even as truck drivers. And so being home, these 6 months or so, I don't know, that's been disappointing. It's just been different. It's not what I anticipated. And basically that's where disappointment comes from. You not receiving your anticipated outcome. Anticipated being on the truck for the whole year, making a certain amount, being able to document that, on video. And I was having a lot of fun doing that, and just watching the progression of myself as well as others. I check in with a lot of other channels, and everybody approaches YouTube different. Everybody approaches trucking different, and so for this, this hasn't really been the way that I anticipated it going. But hell, we haven't anticipated the world being the way it is in December 2020. Really goal oriented, even day by day, and to be able to sit and try to foresee. Part of writing goals, you got to try to look into the future and see what your options are and what could be done. And it's hard to do that going into 2021. And so some of the things that help me stay focused, or to get through some disappointing things, is to try to have some clarity about what is really going on, how it affects you. Even though you might not be clear on how you're going to get it or how you're going to get there, you want to be clear on what you want. So that's why I said it's so important to write your goals down, be clear, concise, and thorough. Be detailed about the goals that you want to accomplish. The second thing you need to have is confidence. You have to be confident that you can actually attain the things that you want. If you don't have confidence in yourself, nobody else will. So, especially truckers, women truck drivers, you have to have the confidence to be able to get in that truck and know that you can move it and you can be safe. That alone, to me, when a woman is in a truck, it's beyond the biggest thing that we could do, because that truck, it represents so many things that can go wrong. And when you can manage that truck and get from point A to point B, it's nothing that you can't do. So it's just a confidence builder. Once you've done that, I say the same thing about the military. Once you go through basic training or something like that, there's nothing that anybody can convince you that you can do. You can't do. You just become an unstoppable force, because it's just don't put it in your head that I can do whatever. So again, you have to have certainty, you have to have clarity, and you have to have confidence. I've already got the goal in mind. I'm keeping my eye on that, so that doesn't change for me. Now, I might not know how I'm going to do it or how I'm going to get there, but the idea of what I want to do is there, and it's solid. The second thing is clarity. You just have to be you have to be clear about the things that you want, and the things that's not making the list, and you got to get rid of them. You can't entertain everything. You got to say yes to certain things, and then you have to say no to certain things. And I've had to get real clear about what's important and what to say yes to and what to say no to. So you have to have some clarity. You have to be certain. You have to have some clarity. And then the last thing you have to have is you have to be confident. You have to have the confidence to know that no matter what happens, that you're going to be okay. Things are going to work out. And you got to have that flexibility of mind and know that if I can't get it that way, then I'm going to go in a different direction. You just can't give up. You can't abandon it. You can't sit and sulk. I've had my days here, when I couldn't do what I wanted to do with my leg and make it do what I wanted it to do, where it was just a challenge. But I have to be certain that I know that I'm going to be able to get back to where I was. And so, basically that's how I've been dealing with disappointment now. I've had setbacks and things, but I've been trying to handle them with the grace of knowing that I'm certain about where I'm going and what I want. And it hasn't been easy. So just going forward, the journey that I'm on now, I know it's not going to be an easy one. As far as getting back to where I was as far as walking and being able to do the things I was able to do before, and some more stuff. I want to be able to put heels on again. So the doctor wasn't really optimistic about certain things at first, but when they see you progress and you trying to do your best, then they come up with some different solutions and ideas. So that's where I'm at with that. One of the other things that's a big challenge to me is that I knew when I went into trucking, I wanted to do flatbed, because if I sat still too long, that I was going to gain a ton of weight. I just have the potential to throw on pounds. And that has happened since I've been home. So my next challenge really is now to get the weight down. Going into 2021, I need to be able to put the weight on my leg. But sitting for 6 months and just eating all the stuff that I couldn't eat when I was on that truck has really put on the pounds. And so that's a challenge for me now. That's on my list of things to do. I know I got to get back to where I was. And so just all of those things, it's not like you home or you're dealing with, it doesn't matter where you are in life, you're going to have challenges. If you're on a truck, you're going to have challenges. I'm home, I have challenges. It's just a never ending thing. But the key to it is to be certain that you can come through it, to have your confidence, and to be clear about the things. So I'm going to end that here. I am going to try to get better with doing videos 3 times a week. I just haven't been able to get to them. But I would love to. I'm getting so much feedback and so much love, and I do appreciate that. So remember, my email address is BernadetteLaShawn@theinkjourney.com. So just hit me up there, and we'll talk soon. Bye.